Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 4. I am Elijah Timble and I will be presenting this topic with Cheska Roasa. Today, our group has chosen a video that presents an interesting debate between an atheist professor and a Christian student on the topic of the existence of God. The video centers on the lack of evidence that proves the existence of God, as the professor questions the student's belief and faith in God. Throughout the discussion, the professor challenges the student by asking how God's power can be measured and perceived. The professor asserts that God's presence is not tangible and cannot be sensed by humans, which justifies that God, the student's God, does not exist according to science. In the latter part of the video, the student refutes the professor's logic, claiming that faith is the guiding principle that leads us to believe that there is more powerful being than us, which is God in particular. The student argues that while science may not be able to provide concrete evidence of God's existence, faith is a personal and subjective experience that cannot be easily dismissed. Overall, the video presents an interesting discussion between an atheist professor and a Christian student on the topic of the existence of God. It explores the different ways in which people approach this question and highlights the importance of faith in shaping one's beliefs. Do science and religion contradict each other in this video? Initially, the professor argued that science contradicts religious beliefs, including the existence of God. However, the student countered this argument by explaining the concept of faith and how it is a fundamental aspect of believing in God. The student pointed out that many things in this world cannot be explained or understood through science alone. The student also criticized the professor's view of God as something finite and measurable. The student argued that trying to define and understand God through science is inconclusive because human knowledge and discovery of science are limited, and they cannot comprehend the existence of higher beings. In conclusion, the video showed us that science and religion do not necessarily contradict each other. While science can provide us with valuable insights into the world around us, it cannot explain everything. Faith plays a crucial role in understanding the existence of God, and it is something that cannot be measured or quantified through scientific means. Is faith in the existence of God reasonable? Now, we will be explaining this in different perspectives. Now, from a religious perspective, faith in the existence of God is often seen as a fundamental belief that is not based solely on rational evidence or empirical proof. Instead, it is seen as a matter of personal experience, revelation, and trust in religious texts and traditions. For believers, this kind of faith may be deeply meaningful and provide a sense of purpose, comfort, and guidance.
Answering the same question from a scientific perspective, the faith and existence of God cannot be directly answered through the scientific method since science studies and analyzes the material world, which God is not part of. Additionally, it primarily relies on empirical evidence, which is acquired by testing and observation. Science is also concerned with natural phenomena that can be measured and observed. With that in consideration, science cannot prove nor disprove the existence of a supernatural being like God. In a philosophical context, there have been philosophers that argue for and against the existence of God, and this particular topic has been debated over centuries. Some philosophers state that the complexity and order of the universe suggests the existence of an intelligent designer or creator, which basically implies the existence of a supreme being. Meanwhile, some oppose this by arguing that the existence of evil and suffering in the world is proof that there is no existence of an all powerful and benevolent God. However, despite all these perspectives, our group believes that faith in the existence of God is reasonable depending on one's personal beliefs, experiences, and values. There might be some people who find that faith in God provides a sense of meaning and purpose in life. On the other hand, there might be individuals who find skepticism or atheism better aligns with their worldview. And that's the end of our presentation. Once again, we are Elijah Timbal and Cheska Roasa from Group 4. Thank you for listening.